platform in terms of understanding the real world, working with teams, working on program management, understanding hands-on technology, understanding ways to solve problems on the go. There is no time for you to take in terms of finding a solution. You have to find the root cause, find a solution ASAP, as soon as possible. And then what you have to do is, in this whole process, you have to learn to innovate and innovate continually. So there is the innovation bit in this particular, I would say, competition is amazing. And what is innovation? I mean, you can Google and say, there are so many definitions. We get at least 500 plus definitions of innovation. But in relevance to SAE, India, where you are actually looking at how you'll find solutions to work and meet the attributes that have been designed for this competition. How can you make your engine faster? How can you get more energy out of the battery? How can you make your in terms of output, in terms of continuous torque, in terms of peak torque? How are you going to actually do the UI UX interface? How are you going to transfer power to the wheels? And how are you actually going to be changing gears? And you will be driving on tough terrains, I would say very torturous terrains, and your vehicle has to have endurance. And it's not only the endurance of the machine, but also of the person who's driving it. So this competition gives you a lot of avenues to innovate. And what you innovate are building blocks to a complete vehicle system or a component system or a subsystem. And that is the interesting aspect of this. So even in innovation, there are different technology readiness levels. One is you can have a piece of paper, write it down and say, this is what I'm thinking, this is my concept. And then you say, okay, this is my concept, this is how I'm going to put on all the interfaces and systems together. And what you see is starting from the bottom, from down, when you go, you have a TRL1, TRL2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 is something that's ready to go. Now, you could be at any level in terms of TRL if you start the competition. But in the innovation area and even in the competition, we give you room to grow from a TRL1 to a TRL4 or 5 or 6, and our agents that are ready to support you financially or find you a mentor that will take you forward in terms of innovation, in terms of your projects and things like that. Now, not necessarily when you innovate or have a solution or I would say a thought process, the TRL will always not happen in time. You start through the competition. What you can do is you can actually get to produce your concept, demonstrate it, deploy it, and then show the effectiveness. And the interesting part this year when we started was, we said, no, innovation is not going to be a part of the competition, because you just don't do something for the sake of competition and get 10 points or 5 points or whatever. It is something that will actually harness your thought process, harness your ideas, harness your creativity, and then, you could have a solution that's mass market compatible. You could have a solution that is very niche in the area of controls, communications, cloud, in terms of AI. This year, when we actually were having the competition, we saw a lot of very smart solutions that students had used and come up with. So going forward, we go to the next slide.
So sorry, I'm cutting you in between. Your voice is cracking. Can you please turn off your video so that we get a better connection?
Yeah, let's do that. Is this better?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
First one. So we start with the first level, which is submission. So what happens is, first of all, the team submits an idea. If there's an idea disclosure form, the next step is there is the group of experts that review the idea. They give feedback to the teams, and then what happens is there's no disqualification. Every idea is a fantastic idea. Every idea is a very good idea, and it's a question of the maturity and the resolve to take it forward. Now, as we do that, there's a mentor that we allocate to the competition. We had in the BAJA, we picked up finalists, the BAJA finalists. So there's a mentor assigned to each team, and there is a monthly progress review by the mentors. Also welcome to, between the team and the mentor, you're welcome and open to deciding the cadence of review, cadence of support, what sort of ideas you have. Doesn't mean that you have to have a video review all the time. You could even do it through email. You could even do calls. That is the flexibility that you have. And there are people who are experts in business, who are experts in the technology, who are experts in the industry, and they sort of be there to guide you. Now, as you do, you can also actually submit do that. Essentially, that can also be presented as a technical paper. This adds to your credibility, this adds to your resume and your aspirations in the career growth as well. So finally, what you do is, of course, you have the final expo where the team present ideas. We actually had teams at the M Baha, like I said, the E Baha, the H Baha. So there was a jury, including myself and a few other experts in the industry who went around, invited shops and ideas. And that's where the students actually get to talk and present their ideas. A lot of people had hardware ready. A lot of people in the TRL 1 and 2 stage. There were people who were ready in the TRL 7, 8, 9 as well. So irrespective of where technology readiness is, we support ideas, we support the innovation that you have. And that is the beauty of having this competition. And what, as an industry, I would say, person, I don't call myself veteran or an expert, like I said, as an industry person, what we learn and get out of this is fresh talent, fresh ideas that, what, are steroids to our development process. There are like steroids that actually us develop bigger systems, bigger ideas, bigger solutions that in the daily process of product development or development, are not able to put enough time. So that's where we actually encourage, we harness your thought process, your, I would say, intellect, and the fresh mind that you bring to the whole competition and to the idea. So basically, I would say, who would qualify to an idea? It's a self-explanatory slide. And you can basically have some idea that is improving the current technology. You can have something that is coming with a new concept completely. There were superb ideas and concepts that we saw this year in the competition. And the themes of the year's competition, innovation event, dynamics, alternative fuel technologies. That are pragmatic also. Sometimes it's just also you have a solution that is connecting to the industry problem or industry solution. So these ideas then are categorized by the team of experts. We can also have in the initial days, we used to have teams decide different baskets you are going to be working on, but now we are also leaving it open to the students. We're leaving it open to the competition because technology is advancing so fast. You can't restrict something in 6 months, 8 months. Things are changing so fast. So we want to keep the dynamism in the competition. We want to keep the dynamism in the innovation. We want to give the dynamism to the students as well. And that's where we welcome you to join us, be with us in this journey of sustainable mobility, smart mobility, and also in terms of safety and comfort. Again, you must be thinking, we're doing SAE Baha and Dr. Jaura is talking about comfort. Yes, comfort. There are, like I said, there are modules, there are building blocks of comfort that we can use and add this. So there is a lot of flexibility, as I mentioned. I'm not going to go through the slide, but yeah, you would have a theme base, you would have open students to come up with very, very brilliant ideas. So in summary, I would say this is a competition where you have everything. It's a global play field. It's an open play field that you have where you can actually come up with anything under the sun that is related to the mobility. There were people who actually came up with ideas on materials. And they came up with ideas, where you put the engine, there is a lot of heat. How can you make a fire resistant material that can be mass market? It can actually help you with how you are able to dissipate and protect the heat from going into the driver's cabin, where your driver is sitting. I mean, the driver sits for at least 4 to 5 hours in the endurance, I would say, section of the race. And that is the most grueling. So if you can actually help the driver not have heat at him or her, that's something. So there are people who actually have materials ideas, recyclability. I talked about electronics, I talked about communication, we talked about displays, we talked about things. So finally, if you say, we're talking about there is a focused department for R&D, there are no conventional awards. So you will receive funding. There are agencies who are willing to help you, guide you, take you, support you in terms of building the idea, taking to the proof of concept. And this is an optional thing if you need to do a proof of concept, depending on the technology readiness level. And the same idea can actually continue doing next year by your teams if it doesn't finish by then. And the judges will decide that based on the and the passion and the energy of the teams. So I would say that is an important aspect as well. And genuine innovative ideas, I said like earlier, they will be nurtured by the industry. There are things that we thought we could use in the tire industry, in the EV industry, in the recyclable industry. So I think those are the things that we really identified along with the team. So that should be very encouraging for you to sort of participate and get into. So finally, we also we talked about this. It's repetitive, I know, but you pitch it. Then there are mentoring opportunities. You as students also, as you mature, and if you look at this call here, okay, there are students who have actually worked on, let's say, BAJA India projects, whether it was M-BAJA, whether E-BAJA, and now they are also mentoring. You get very, I would say, passionate mentors as well on the other side. If you are having the, I would say, desire and the will to do something, you will also have mentors on the other side from the industry, from the respective, I would say, domains as well. And then eventually, I would say that, when you do this, you actually are also displaying your creativeness, your innovativeness, your teamwork, a lot of other skills. Actually, opportunity for you to work with the industry. So we've had students come in, work with us in the past assignments, and work with the engineers, work on the ground, do tests, do simulations, and then come up with a very, I would say, I would say very pragmatic idea that's actually applicable in the real world as well. These are not ideas that are like you're just sort of hand waving. These are things that you touch and feel. These are things that you see, and you actually feel the satisfaction and accomplishment of doing something in terms of innovation. So with that, I'll close and thank you and all the best. We are looking forward to you joining us and working in this fantastic journey of BAJA SAE India as well as sustainable mobility. So thank you guys. Back to you, Nitin. And I'm going to sign off if that's okay, guys. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Arun sir, for the beautiful session. So, moving towards the next speaker, we are pleased to introduce Ms. Supriya Kawade, who currently serves as Manager, Technical Assistant to the Director and the Chief Operating Officer at Endurance Technology Limited. With over 8 years of diverse industry experience, Supriya brings a strong background in operation management, strategic planning, and executive support. In her current role, she plays a pivotal part in driving key initiatives, supporting leadership in decision making, and ensuring the smooth execution of high impact projects across the organization. So please join me to welcoming Ms. Supriya Kawade. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rameshwar. Thank you for the introduction. So first of all, I would like to thank BAJA SAE India for giving me this opportunity to connect with all the young and talented engineering aspirants across the country and some of the distinct industry leaders and trailblazers of the automotive industry through this wonderful platform of BAJA SAE India. So, which has not only shaped me on professional front, but also shaped me on personal front as well. So, I am delighted to be here today to speak about the truly transformative initiative of BAHA, that is the BAT and HR meet. So, which gives BAHA SAE India a cutting edge over the other engineering competition. It is a platform that has been instrumental in shaping the careers and bridging the gaps between the talented engineering students and the automotive industry. So let's start with the quick recap. So over the years, BAHA SAE India has not only nurtured innovations and engineering excellence through its competition, but also it has opened the doors to the career of opportunities. Through the HR meet, over 529 students has been placed between the year 2018 and 2023. So alone in 2023, we have placed 142 students. That number continued with the 69 placements in the year 2024 and 78 students already placed in the current 2025 batch. These numbers are just not only the statistics, they reflect the life's change, potential realized, and the dreams to just begin the dreams which just begin to take the shape through their careers. So you can see on the slide that most of the automotive organizations prefer to recruit the freshers through BAJA India. Just to take a few names like Varroc, Mahindra, ARAI, GM, Anand, Endurance, ATS, ICA, Michelin, Carmate, Hero, R&T BCI, Praveg, SA India, Cummins, Iliation. So you just take the names and maybe the most of them are there from the automotive industry. So next slide, please. So last year, the HR meet brings together 158 teams from across the country, representing a diverse student base. We see a healthy state-wise distribution and encouraging and growing gender and departmental diversity within the teams, reflecting an inclusive culture that BAJA is cultivating. This diversity helps organization to strengthen the team dynamics and ensure a richer exchange of ideas and perspective. Next slide, please. So this we have already covered, like the gender diversity and other aspects of the BAJA, which the student database we offer to the organization. Next slide. So this is the diversification which we offers in terms of the various branches of the engineering. So here you can see that all the engineering branches are being covered, and the talent pool which we offers to the industries is phenomenal. Next slide. So now let's talk about the process, the backbone of HR Meet. The placement journey unfolds in the three well-defined stages, which you can see on the right side of the slide. Stage 1, the BAJA aptitude test, which we commonly call as a BAT, which includes 4 tests. First one is the aptitude, then domain-specific knowledge, followed by the auto passion, and the last one is the psychometric. This helps recruiters to understand not just the technical prowess of the students, but also the behavioral and cognitive strength of the candidate. Followed by the stage 2, the HR round, which includes the pre-placement talk and group discussions. Here the companies get to share their vision, culture, expectations, while the candidates showcase their communication, teamwork, and leadership skills during the group discussions. Then followed by the stage 3, the technical and HR interviews, which are deep dive into the candidate's technical knowledge, problem-solving capabilities, and overall fit for the organization. So all the selected students are required to sign a declaration of understanding, which ensures a clarity on terms, eligibility, and authenticity of the information which we have shared. So we also had concluded 2 major HR meet for this edition of BAJA, that is for MNH BAJA in Indore. So around 45 students secured the placement in various organizations like R&T BCI, Anand, ARAI, Endurance, TVS, Daimler, Michelin, Varroc, and Hero. So next slide, please. So also the second phase of the HR meet, which we conducted at the Narsapura for the e-BAJA students, therein 33 students got the placement offers. Major companies which were recruiting were the ICA Mobility and ARAI. Next slide, please. So this slide speaks more in detail about the stages which we have discussed. So from this year onwards, we had our assessment partner, which was Pod AI. So on that platform, the companies and students need to register at the same time, wherein the companies register using their criterias, then their packages and CTCs offer role, JD, which they are offering, the candidate location, which will need to operate, and also the student registers with the details of their semester-wise GPA, year of study, if there are any backlogs or any other specific skill sets which they have. So this online database gets collected from both the students and the companies. Then all companies provide this pre-screening requirement based on their recruitment process. This includes maybe the aggregate scores for the 10th, 12th, then the criteria for the backlogs or the CGPA which they need to offer. Like it can be the throughout first class, minimum 60% into the 10th and 12th. So like that, these criteria varies organization to organization based on their recruitment procedure. So post BAT, we apply it as a primary filter And post BAT, the students get filterized through the criteria which are shared by the organization. So all the fourth year candidates get screened based on the two criteria. That is, one is the BAT scores and the second is the criteria shared by the respective organizations. Post that, we have a pre-placement talk at our host institute location. And then the second level of the HR meet, that is the pre-placement talk, and then the screening processes maybe through the JD or bingo rounds get started. So once this second level of interviews get completed, then comes the third level, which is the technical interviews and HR round. So once the candidate clears the second stage, he gets a chance to have the technical interviews and the HR interviews. So once all these stages gets complete, the companies offer on the spot offer letters to the students, and being received on the offer letters, the students need to share the undertaking that they have understood the eligibility criteria and terms and conditions of the offer made, and details furnished by them are correct. So if the details found against this, then the offer shall stand cancelled. So this is the standard protocol which we follow during the entire process. So to conclude, the BAHA is more than a placement drive. It is a strategic interface between the academy and industry, and it is evolving each year to meet the demands from both the students and industry. It provides students with the platform not only to test their mettle, but to launch their careers, and it gives companies to assess to ready to deploy talent with the experience in design, manufacturing, and team collaboration. So thank you all for being part of this wonderful journey, and let us continue driving innovation and opportunity together. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Supriya ma'am, for some insightful information about the BAT. So moving toward the next speaker, it is a pleasure to welcome Mr. Prasad Vishwanathan, Lead Digital Platform and Service at Geo Institute, as our esteemed speaker today. Prasad is a dynamic leader at the intersection of education and the technology at Geo Institute. He plays a key role in shaping the institution digital ecosystem. Today, we look forward to gaining valuable insight from his experience and perspective on the evolving digital landscape in the education sector. Please join me, warmly welcome Mr. Prasad Vishwanathan. Over to you, sir.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Uh, yes, there is also a history to it. I was a BAHA alumni and a BAHA participant myself. So I started my journey and I was a participant in BAHA in the year 2011 to 13, where I had participated from my alumni, which is from my college, which is D.Y. Patil College of Engineering, Akurdi. Um, and that is where my kind of my outlook towards life, my outlook towards professional ethics kind of formed. And as you all are also embarking on this journey, I think it is truly a wonderful experience. And uh, I think what is happening is that most of them think Baha is a competition, but what they fail to realize is that Baha instills a lot of life lessons for them, right? And most of the alumni or most of the people who have graduated from the college, joined into various organizations, will always remember that Baha somewhere or the other has helped them grow professionally and personally. So when you are also participating, you will also feel that this is kind of a competition. But as you kind of prove your mettle, as you kind of prove your yourself in the competition, you will kind of have a lot of key lessons to learn. In fact, I was also kind of a part of the alumni committee, the OC, the scoring, and a lot of things after I left my college. And I've been associated from in bars for a long time, right? Even after I left college, even after I kind of stopped participating as a student. Uh, so I think what I would like to share is that as times are changing, it is important that we all understand that there are some key aspects which you can, during the course of your Baha participation, develop, and cherish for your life. Some of the key takeaways that I always appreciate is that I actually have noted down some things while I was listening to this webinar. I think first and foremost is stakeholder and professional management or skills, right? So in the college, you would be responsible for your team, responsible for your various works, and those small things of communication, of convincing, of interacting with your leaders, interacting with your directors, and managing finances will help you a long way, right? When you join an organization, it actually instills a lot of confidence in you to say that, yes, I can talk to people, I can talk to leaders and explain, put my point, and add business value, right? This is one stakeholder and professional skills. We also I think the second important value or lesson that you can take from Baha is project management skills, project management achievements. Baha is, you have a limited amount of time. You have around 1.5 year to build, test, implement, and then fight for the race, fight for the medals and all those things. So this 1 year is very crucial to everybody, right? And that is where the project management kicks in. And you may not you may kind of structure it that way, but tomorrow when you join an organization, you will remember, Are, ha, yes, this is what we had already done. And it helps you prove yourself. Also, when you appear for the bat, which Supriya mentioned, right? People will try to ask, what is it that you have done? How is it that you have arrived at building your vehicle? And these skills and these kind of project methodologies will help you to explain and get the right job. Uh, I think third point that I would like to share is career growth. uh, uh, Somewhere, if you see Baha participants across the world, right, whether they are in automotive or non-automotive fields, tend to succeed a lot, and as compared to others. That is because early on, when they are maybe say in their engineering second year, third year, fourth year, they are already exposed to a lot of things, lot of tough decisions, lot of conflicts, lot of training sessions and all those things, which develops them, which makes them ready for the industry, right? So they eventually, when they land up in say industries, they also carry that legacy with them, that grit with them. And it drastically affects your career growth, right? You tend to perform better when you participate. Then there are life skills. Life skills meaning what you should do at certain situations, how you should behave. What are the various aspects that is important to you when you are going through a critical project like Baha, when you are time bound, when you are about to deliver, what you should sacrifice and what not. So these are the skills that you will always kind of learn during your Baha journey. And lifelong memories. Yeah, so memories are something which I always cherish. I still have photos of myself across the various stages of Baha, be it as a participant, be it as an alumni, be it as an organizing member, a part of the racetrack, and everywhere, right? Uh, these memories always help you relax, help you connect back to what you like the most, connect back to some of your passion. Sometimes I did Baha completely out of passion, completely out of my interest towards automotive industry. And it's still I kind of interact with people who were with me, and I feel they are my friends over there. So you make a lot of friends during the journey, both of your age and of seniors. So the entire organizing committee, almost, those who maybe get selected into alumni committee, will interact with a lot of alumni organizing committee members. And you'll be amazed at the kind of people that we have in the organizing committee. So this is the kind of exposure that you get when you are associated with this event, with this kind of organization. And yeah, so this is what I wanted to share. But I have benefited a lot from Baha, apart from the skills that I just shared. Uh, I have learned a lot in terms of how to carry myself, how to interact with senior leaders, how to negotiate for for adding value, and all the best to all the teams. I think you'll all do well. If there's anything, you do connect with me in LinkedIn. Thank you.
Uh, Thank you, Prasad sir, for this session. Next, we will play some visual stories of Baha SA India. Over to you, Zeeshan.
Zeeshan, the audio is not there.
Yes. Should somebody have a look at it?
Yeah, I'm just calling Zeeshan. Nitin or Rameshwar, we'll skip this for the time being. You continue with the next session. We'll come back to the videos later on.
Okay. So moving towards the next speaker, Mr. Balraj Subramaniam has had a distinguished career spanning over 44 years with Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, where he retired as a chief manager, retail brand. Throughout his tenure, he played a pivotal role in shaping brand strategy and enhancing customer experience, leaving behind a legacy of excellence and innovation in India's energy sector. But his journey didn't stop here. In 2024, he took a new challenge as the chairman of BAJA India, and under his visionary leadership, the platform witnessed one of the most successful seasons yet. His passion for the engineering, youth development, and the motorsport has been a driving force, quite literally behind the motivation and the empowerment of thousands of budding engineers across the nation. With decades of experience, sharp strategic insight, and an unshakable commitment to nurturing future talent, Mr. Balraj Subramaniam continues to inspire and lead by example. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Balraj Subramaniam. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, all the participants of this webinar. And thank you for that introduction. I'm actually delighted to be here to share a few insights of how we began this journey to what we are today. Can you move on to the next slide? So this all started with the vision of a few leaders in 2007, like Dr. Pawan Goenka, Dr. Vora, Mr. Harshit Merchant, and a few others, felt that, in the year 2007,
The core engineering subjects were not very well represented by the students because everybody was chasing IT and computer science and things like that. And that is when they felt that, the future of our automobile industry in this country was very, very bright, and it required, students from the core engineering disciplines. So this event was basically conceptualized and started to attract students from the core engineering subjects to join the colleges, and that gave birth to this wonderful event that has seen 18 glorious years of its success. Beginning from just 27 teams and only having an IC engine version for the event in 2007, the event grew till probably we went to invite Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam for coming and inaugurating our event. And that is when he sold the idea on us, saying that IC engine is something that's going to come to an end very, very soon. So you all should have an event for the electric vehicle. And whenever that happens, probably I would be very delighted. And with a lot of perseverance from the organizing committee, we started the first chapter of the e-vehicle competition in 2015. And thereafter, there has been no looking back. We expanded because of the increased footfall of students participating in BAHA competitions, 2 locations to accommodate more number of participants from diverse region of North, Central, South, and a few other regional footfalls of our country. And then we have a lot of accolades in terms of BAHA, which is an international event having been brought to India in 2007, that ours is the only event which promotes the each chapter in the BAHA competition. Ours is the only competition in the world to have introduced virtual dynamic event using IPG car maker for virtual validation. We were the first to introduce the four-wheel drive powertrain in 2022. And thereafter, we introduced the CNG chapter in 2024, powered Edge BAHA and CNG together. We also started in 24 the autonomous BAHA. In 2025, we have migrated to the hydrogen version of the fuel. It is again the only one of its kind in the entire world. And we have a lot of aspiration for 2026 in terms of, having more number of students participating and promoting the career of each and every student. So as I said, from a humble beginning in 2007, if you would heard various speakers of this evening, like Dr. Arun Jaura, we had Madam Supriya Kawade, we had Mr. Prasad, Vishwanathan. There's one common thing that all of you all should know, that this is the only format in this country which helps promote excellence in engineering college students. Students from BAHA have, shined today all over the world. I'll give you a few examples. The other day, we got a call from 2 of the participants from Hyderabad who had participated earlier in the competition, saying that, sir, you got employment in Tesla. So then we asked them, how did you do that? They said, sir, we came here to the US to pursue our MS after participating in the BAHA competition. The admission was very, very easy because of the BAHA tag that we had in our CV. After getting into the college, on completion of our academics, we submitted our online application to Tesla, and we were called for the interview. All they asked were questions from BAHA, nothing else. So that speaks volume about, how BAHA has prepared the engineering college students to face challenges not only in terms of their academics but also professional. We have another example of a person from Baha Alumni Committee who has risen to the rank of vice president in Mercedes Benz, and we have similar such stories of Baha students having done excellently well, and all of them have one common message to tell us that, sir, had it not been for Baha, we would have not been where we are, not only professionally, but also personally. So this is where, you all need to, understand what this competition, brings about for each and every student who wish to participate in this event. Some of the aspects which Dr. Jaura and the others spoke today, this event has given many people, many students opportunities. It would also give you opportunity in terms of, you know, innovation. Your thought process would change in that direction. You can do better than, your other peers when it comes to professional competition. You will all be much better in terms of your soft skills, your interpersonal relationship, because that's what this platform provides. Your ability to think differently is another, key acumen that you would generate as you develop this vehicle over a period of a year or so. Ability to build your own vehicle will also give you a lot of confidence in terms of professional challenges when you join any organization, when you handle key portfolios, because being a Baha student, you will be very different compared to your peers. And these are all very key, recipes for you to take back from Baha and help you be ahead of the competition when it comes to your professional life. So as you embark upon your professional journey and look back your journey with Baha, you will definitely realize that Baha brings you a lot of key learning aspects to groom you to a better citizen, a better professional. It will help you in your professional life. And that is where, this competition can help you. So I urge each one of you to join and participate in the competition to make you better engineers, make you better professionals, and also help our country to get back better quality engineers for the future of our country. Just to give you a little glimpse about the events that we have today, we have the first event that we started off with the IC engine, that is the M-Baha. Then we had the first diversification that we had with E-Baha, started in 2015. In 2024, we started off with CNG Baha with 5% hydrogen, and also started off with the A-Baha in 2024. And this year, I'm very proud that we had the first HCNG vehicle flagged off by none other than our Honorable Minister for Roads and Highways, Mr. Nitin Gadkari. He was very proud of this competition, and he has, in fact, started uh, tweaking this in his personal Instagram page and his Facebook page in terms of what he felt delighted about this competition. So with that, I think I should uh, uh, close for now. Thank you very much. And I wish each of you a very good evening and happy times as you join this competition in one of the four formats that you wish or that you think most appropriate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Balraj sir, for your insightful information about the Baha, how it started and how it's going. So we have next some polls, some questions to you. You have to just answer the questions. So first question is who won the MotoGP in the year to 2024. You have to choose in between the four MC. Next. Nitin, can we have our next question, please?
Nitin, are you there? Joel, can you continue the poll, please? I think Nitin is having some issues.
Joel has the host access. Sorry, Zeeshan has the host access. He can continue.
Yes, I think I'll continue.
Okay, I think there's some issues. We'll start with the question answer. If somebody has any questions, they can put it on the Q&A section. Vipul, you have asked a very technical question which we cannot answer right now. Maybe can you put your number in the Q&A section? We'll connect with you separately and we'll give you the correct answer.
Jiten sir, I'm sharing him the communications mail ID. Let him mail. We'll connect him with the technical team.
Yeah, okay.
Vipul, please email the question to BAJA SAEINDIA Communications. We will connect you with the tech team. They'll call you and help you with the question. They'll basically help you. Okay. Any other questions? Technical, non-technical, anything?
Okay, till the time people are coming up with their questions, I will ask one more question. Okay, guys, can you answer this? Okay, I think we have got around 16, 17 responses only. I'm waiting for a few more people to respond. Yeah, so yes, close to 78% people have guessed it correctly. The answer is Tesla made its patents public in 2014 in a move to promote EV adoption. So that is a very bold, that was a very bold move at that point in time. Let's go through one more question. What is the aspect ratio of a tire? Can anyone guess?
എടാ വാട്സപ്പ് ഡൗൺ ആണല്ലോ സോറി.
Okay, this is a very kind of a trick question where there are some answers, but actually none of the above is the answer. So the aspect ratio of a tire refers to the height of the sidewall, not the height of the tire or the width of the tire. It is height of the tire vis-a-vis its section width. So maybe just Google it once. I think this is something new which you guys have learned today. Let's take one more question. Who is the scooter king of India? Okay, only 12 answers right now. Okay, guys, anyone else want to answer? Like I've got around 60% responses on this. That is a very good number, good participation from your side. Okay. So most of you have guessed it correct. It's Mr. Rahul Bajaj, who is running the company called Bajaj, as the name goes, and he is also known as the Scooter King of India, owing to his all the initiatives he and his company has taken to take the Indian scooter industry to the way where it is right now. Mullah Nikhil, you asked from where we can join Baha, the process of joining. So Joel will give you a link of the website with the registration guidelines, and you can go through them in detail and get the answer. So Vipul, if you want to get the access of NSYS and SolidWorks softwares, you will have to visit their websites, and there is a section called student section where they offer free license to all the student participants. You have to give a letter to them, an official letter from your college, and they can provide you free licenses.
People have just shared you the links. It has the links to ANSYS, MathWorks, and also SolidWorks. Just go to the websites. You'll be able to figure out how to get it. It is basically a free sponsorship from them. Yes. Any other questions, guys?
Okay, I guess that's it for today. Guys, I will wait for another couple of minutes for any questions, then we'll.
To participate in BAHA, all you have to do is you have to register your team. Just share the link to register in chat. What you can do is go to that website. There itself, you have the link to download the registration guidelines. You can go through the guidelines. In the last page of the guidelines, there is my number. My name is Joel. If you're having any particular doubts, please feel free to call me. I can help you with any queries that you have. Or you can always mail to us at BAJA SAEINDIA Communications. No, we
Okay,
will.
guys, I have one more interesting question for you. Maybe that it will be last question for today, and then we'll end the session. I'll just launch it. You will have to identify this vehicle. Let's see how many can guess this iconic vehicle, which was once running on the Indian roads. Any panelists want to answer this?
I think it's Premier Puck Mini. Mostly answers are like that.
Yes, Joel, you guessed it right. So, yeah, most of the candidates also they selected the right option. So around 60% of them. So with this, we'll end today's session. We wanted to share some videos with you, but there is some issue with Zoom. There's some outage. We're on WhatsApp. There is some outage today. So we are not able to share the videos with audio.
Jiten sir, we'll try for one last time. Let me know if this is,
I
audible.
just tried, Joel. No, this audio is not coming.
Oh, okay. Then let it be.
Okay. Again, want to thank you all of the panelists as well as students who have joined this session. It was wonderful interacting with all of you for last 3 days, and we'll plan more such webinars going further with more technical details and talking more about how to design your vehicle, how to work on cost, work on sales. So BAHA is not only about designing, but it will also give you a flavor of the overall industry. There is something called business presentation, which you guys will learn, something called cost report, innovation we already talked about. Then there is sustainability also, how you can use more sustainable materials, how you can have less polluting vehicles. So all those things will come as a package when you join BAHA SAEINDIA as a team, and then you can also join us and become like Joel, Supriya, all those people like Prasad, who was also a BAHA participant, followed by BAHA alumni committee member and organizing committee member. So you guys can enter into all those kind of areas by registering for this event. And yeah, that's it. Anybody wants to add anything, Joel, Prasad, Balraj sir, in the last closing remarks for the webinar series?
Thank you, Jatin, for inviting, and all the best to everybody. You'll surely enjoy this journey.
Thank you. Thank you, Prasad. Thank you, Balraj sir. Thank you, Supriya. Thank you, pod team also for arranging these webinars. And thank you to all the candidates. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jatin.